Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing amazing and I hope you enjoyed your holiday. So we are back. Took the day off yesterday, didn't really do too much, but I don't know if you're anything like me, then 2020 is like swimming in your head. And 2020 absolutely has the opportunity to be your best year yet. But our question this morning is not only are you ready for the new year, but do you even know what you need to get ready for the new year? And one thing I tell business owners all the time is that you don't know what you don't know. And it's especially about building a business, especially about building a profitable business. Let me say that because all businesses are not created equal. Um, Tons of businesses fail. I hate to say it because I know nobody wants to hear that part, but tons of businesses fail within their first couple of years. And then not only that, tons of businesses fail to scale to make real money, meaning beyond $50,000 even, and even fewer fail to scale to $1 million or better. So I know one thing I'm going to be doing this year, and I hope you guys stay tuned and get involved, is I'm going to be launching some opportunities for us all to come together and partner financially, partner with sweat equity, partner with elbow grease, promoting different events and virtual events so that we're not out here trying to all get it done by ourselves. Because number one, that is one of the things that definitely keeps you behind. We're at a point where if we can't band together and work like major corporations, then the major corporations are going to take us all under. You can't pay all your money to Facebook ads and all your money to LinkedIn ads, where if we come together, we can pay only a portion of that and get the same work done and get the same thing accomplished. So that's definitely something that's in my book for the new year. But we're going to go around and talk to the different morning show hosts about what they need to be successful in the new year. And we need you to sound off in the chat. What is it? Hey, Danielle, good new year. Happy New Year. What you need to be successful in 2020. And if you don't know, are you willing to do what it takes to get the help you need so that you start this decade off right? And that is critical to this year is the baseline for everything you're going to do for the next 10 years. I want you to think about where you're going to be 10 years from now. And do you have the equipment that you need to take you there? Do you have the vehicle that you need? Do you have the knowledge of the blueprint that you need to take you there? All of that's critical. So with that being said, Jamie, what you need?
Oh, I need partnerships, and not just any partnerships. I'm looking for people and partners who have the same level of integrity that I have, the same level of drive that I have, the same focus and mission to serve that I have. And so when you have that foundation, then the work don't matter. You're going to do what it takes to get it done and to maintain that reputation. And so I'm super excited about 2020 because yesterday I had an amazing aha moment that I was looking for. Before, I was overwhelmed, I was frustrated, I was trying to figure out why things wasn't working. And it just came to me when I saw it. When you look for something, you're gonna find it. Just like, y'all women out there looking for their man cheating on you, and you find that text, because you went looking for it. It's the same thing with business. It's the same.
Well, it's a little bit different because see, the mister, he was already cheating. And your intuitions had already told you that Mr. Sir is not being faithful. So let's not use that as an example.
Okay.
Let's go to the Bible.
Fine.
And the Bible.
The word says, if you seek me, you shall find me.
And says that you have not because you ask not. Many of us have limited our asking to the minimum.
Yeah.
We've limited our asking to what we feel is in our capabilities. We've limited our asking to what we see in the natural. Cujo doing fine. Thank you, Nana, for asking. And so in this season, it is important that we have supernatural requests.
Mm-hmm.
It's important that we have kingdom requests. It's important that we put in for some things that are outside of what we can see. Hey, Energizer Bunny, where you been, Jennifer? And so not just asking, but asking above and beyond what we've asked for in the past. And then being ready to strap on our shoes
Mm-hmm.
and do the work, being ready to reach in our pockets and invest in the technology and the strategy. It's more than just speaking things into existence.
Yeah, it's work. And
Looks a lot like work.
And TD Jakes, I was listening to him yesterday, and he was talking about faith. And he was like, faith works when you work it. When you work it and it's all in your hands, you have the gifts, you have the capabilities, you have the equipment, but you got to work that thing. And so I'm looking forward to the different kind of the different level of work. Each year, I do an examination of my business, and I saw how much I have that I'm not using, Coach. I have so many services, intellectual property,
Oh,
value.
you saw that in that meeting with me. Let me tell you something. Being part of my team has benefits, and I'm actually about to put out a request to expand my team. People always want to know, how much do you pay, right, to be on your team? The real question is, how much are you going to learn that you can't learn nowhere else?
True.
How much are you going to be able to see and what it takes to put together the strategy behind multiple $1 million, multiple brands, multiple moving parts? And if you can do it over here with hands on, it gives you the opportunity to do it where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to be looking for some people who are diligent, to Jamie's point, have a super amount of integrity,
Mm-hmm.
and who are ready to learn what it really takes to RTE, run the engine.
Ooh, that's good.
Because that at the end of the day is where your money comes from.
Yeah.
The consistency in which you run your engine.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got days down because the people are not in place, if you've got days down because people are not turning things around on time, if you've got days down, if you work a job
Mm-hmm.
and when you go to the office, nobody's running your engine, it makes it just that harder for you to get off that job.
Absolutely. I mean, this year really is, I wanted it this year too, but I didn't really fight for it because when I couldn't find the partners and collaborations, I just gave up. So this time it's a different kind of partnering and a different kind of collaboration that I'm looking for.
And you know, I'm looking, Jamie, to collaborate and partner with people who are hungry.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm looking to collaborate with people who say, you know, I'm gonna hit these streets like you hit these streets, Coach, no holds barred.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm, you know, let me in, Coach, I can play.
Yeah.
And I'm not coming back empty-handed. I'm not stopping until I score. I'm not gonna, you know, quit until I make the shot. I'm going to be relentless.
I want people that can wake up earlier than me.
I want people who are up earlier than me.
Yeah.
And I want people who can see what I can't see.
Yes.
I don't want anybody that I have to tell every step of the way what to do.
Yes.
I need people who can poke the box.
Mm-hmm. all
So
about.
I'm thinking about opening up my internship again.
Ooh.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, whoever it is, they're going to have to be hungry beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Here's the one thing I know about business. I can't want your money for you more than you want your money. I can't want your life to change more than you want your life to change. If I and you have to realize that if you've never generated 6, 7 figures, especially consistently,
Yeah.
then you really don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And until you close the gap with that strategy, with that work ethic, with those business investments, then you're gonna stay where you are.
Yeah. And being timid ain't gonna make you money.
Timid, you know what we used to say? Timid salespeople have skinny kids.
Oh, that's
Timid salespeople
yeah.
have skinny kids.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, you got to understand that, like we said the other day, this is not about you.
Mm-hmm.
Your ability to get somebody to coach with you is going to change their life. Your ability to get somebody to go on a weight loss program is going to change their life. You know, there's so much opportunity.
Mm. Yes, indeed.
That I don't understand why anybody says I don't have the money to invest in my business. When there is opportunity literally lining the streets. Now, the question becomes, you may not be willing
right
to do what it takes, but building this business, it's a sacrifice unlike any other.
Man.
And sometimes you have to choose. You have to choose. I don't care who you are. You have to choose between buying Christmas gifts for your family and making an investment in your business.
Right.
And people will be like, well, Coach, you make a lot of money. Yeah, I spend a lot of money too.
Yes, indeed.
I spend a lot of money on my business because this is seed season. Anybody want to talk about? I got a book too.
Can we? You got another book?
I got a book that I started called Seed and Harvest for Entrepreneurs.
Coach, why all the pictures you post about your family, there's a book somewhere in the background. I was like, where are these books? What's the book you got?
It's called Seed and Harvest for Entrepreneurs.
Oh, you writing that?
I'm almost finished with it. That's the book that goes with due season.
Oh, Lord.
I forgot.
Ow.
When Jamie talks about content,
yeah,
and that's another thing we're about to start doing, guys. It's content boot camps. Ooh. I don't know if that would help anybody.
Yes.
They're not going to be cheap.
It shouldn't be.
But when we talk about content, I got so much content up here that it's ridiculous. But when it's all said and done, you have to realize that there are seasons. Good morning, Vicki. There are seasons where it may seem like a famine. Oh, but it's not. It's preparation. There are seasons where it may seem like everything is going wrong, but it's not. You're learning. There are seasons where you feel like you want to give up. It's not designed to make you give up. It's designed to build your stamina. So once you start to understand these seasons, you will understand that even as a business, there are going to be seasons where all you do is sow seed. If you look at Jeff Bezos, one of the reasons that he didn't pay any personal income tax was because he put all his profits back into the business.
Yep.
Some of us get our first harvest and want to run to the mall, or you get your first harvest and you want to, buy stuff for your family. And I understand that. But your first harvest should go right back into your business.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to be doing a wealth planning / women's wealth summit in February. And that's another book I'm going to have to create, that wealth planner. I think that wealth planner is going to take a place of the $1 million planner. But one of the reasons that I'm doing that wealth summit is so women can learn to count the cost.
That's good.
So if Berlin comes on the wealth summit and talks about courage, you've got to understand how your lack of courage is costing you.
Ooh.
If Jamie comes on the wealth summit and talks about how long have you procrastinated in writing your books and journals and devotionals and workbooks, you've got to understand how that delay is costing you.
Yes.
If Chiquita comes on and talk about real estate investment for your retirement, you've got to understand how that lack of prioritizing your retirement is costing you. Women are so overwhelmed by their day-to-day. It's not your fault. We've got so many things pushing on us and pulling on us that we don't really realize what's this gonna cost us later. So we run the errands for our friends and we work over for our jobs, not realizing that there is a cost. Wow, Stephanie said she just wanted to give a plug to the OneCon conference replays. It will give you life. It's awesome and changing my thinking. Get yours today. All the speakers are awesome. It is well worth the value. Actually, Vogue Doc is free when you buy my holiday bundle at www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. And today, the bundle is $99 for 12 products, plus the conference replays. And today there's a coupon code for $25 off any purchase of $45. So if you just use code 25 off OFF, you can get that entire bundle for only $70. Or if you don't want the bundle, you can go through the store and pick out multiple $12 items that will help you with your business at www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. Don't sleep on it, because Stephanie's not the only person to brag on this bundle. I've had people tell me, Coach, this entire amount of material I got in this bundle is helping me get ready for the new year. But yes, guys, there is a cost of the things you do today. And believe it or not, you may not see those costs today. You may not see those costs tomorrow. You may not see those. Your 50-year-old self might see those costs. Your 60-year-old self might see those costs. But there is a cost.
Oh, yeah.
You okay, boo? There's a cost for not moving your feet. And we as women, if we don't have somebody constantly reminding us as to that, we lose sight of that. And unfortunately, losing sight of that means we lose sight of ourselves. Erica Badu said,
come on, Erica.
I guess nobody ever told you All you must hold on to is you.
Wow.
The code is 25 off OFF, 25 OFF. And so we as women keep trying to hold on to this and hold on to that. But let me tell you, that's the worst way to fall. Anytime you fall and you trying to grab onto something on your way down, you're going to hurt yourself even worse than if you just go on and fall. Sometimes when you fall, you just got to let everything go.
Yes.
And hold on to what's important.
Right.
I've seen alcoholics fall and not drop a drop of their drink.
I did too.
I've seen mothers fall
And their baby is still in
and
there.
their baby's still standing. See,
Yeah.
you gotta start realizing that we're all going to fall at some point. What do you preserve in
Ooh.
the fall?
Oh, you preaching.
Sometimes you just gotta fall, and as long as you hit that ground and your mind is still intact, you might have a bump on your head, but your mind is a. Sometimes you will lose your mind trying not to fall.
Mm-hmm. Trying to hold on to
I
something.
think somebody missed that.
Oh, I've been there.
I'm about to come back and do a whole. What are you holding on to?
Uh-oh. Hey, that's a book.
For 2020. Because before we go into this new decade, you're going to have to get rid of some stuff.
Mm.
Everything you holding on to is not good for you. Everything you holding on to is not meant for you to have in this season. He may have given you a job to sustain you financially and to get you through some tough times and for you to learn some stuff. But maybe that season for you to work is over.
Ooh, and you still trying to hold on to it.
And you still trying to hold on to the insurance, even though the insurance done got raggedy than a bowl of yaki. You still trying to hold on to the boss, although he a super fool. He got an S on his chest and an F on his back. He just a super fool. You still trying to hold on to all of them trifling coworkers.
Mm.
You're still trying to hold on. I'm gonna tell you something. Lil Wayne got a song called "Let It All Work Out." Believe it or not, Lil Wayne actually beat Kanye into the gospel arena. Because this new song, this new album, he got quarter 5. He got a song says, my mama said God took his time when he made me. I played it during conference. Yeah, and you're paying for your insurance anyway.
Yeah.
Big secret.
Right.
So you paying $250 bi-weekly, you come out here as an entrepreneur, it's gonna be the same $500.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not doing you a favor. So it's really wake up season.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, Lord knows I need to stop holding on to my side hustle. Here's what the Bible says about that. The Bible says you cannot serve 2 masters. You will learn to love one
and hate the
other.
That's the truth.
And so you've got to choose, and that's a faith thing too. It's all about faith. Mm-hmm. Do you have the faith to let go and let God? Sometimes you got to let go of what's in your hands too. Look, Jamie, in order to receive. God can't give you nothing with your fist balled up. Mm-hmm. You can't put nothing in a balled up fist. Try it.
Can't do
you
nothing.
Can't slip a quarter in a balled up fist.
That's
So you holding on to fear.
Mm.
He can't put faith in your hand.
Woo.
You holding on to poverty. He
Mm.
can't put abundance in your hand. You
Mm.
holding on to mindset. He can't put an open mind in your hand. I'm telling you.
Woo. Coach, I wish I could throw something at you right now.
Balled up fist.
Balled up fist.
You can't get nothing with balled up fist. So whatever he's trying to give you, because your fists are balled up, and don't be so quick to quit your job. I had somebody inbox me this morning said, I need your help building my business because I'm leaving my job in April. Say who?
Ah. Okay.
Say who? Because if you ain't done the work, you can't take the walk.
Come on now.
It's some stuff you got to know before you leave your job.
Oh, yeah.
It's some work you have to do. It's some discipline you have to employ. Any tips on marketing strategy? I got 1 million tips on marketing strategy.
BIT.L.
Probably a billion tips.
Right, honey bun. BIT.
Number one is consistency.
Mm-hmm.
We heard it from every social media marketing influence at our conference.
Mm-hmm.
We heard it from Darius Williams. We heard it from Warren Carlisle. We heard it from Nikita B. We had some real $1 million social media influencers, including myself. You ask me how I get here, I'm going to say I'm consistent. So I have a social media marketing planner on sale for $12. Go to www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. You can buy it for $12, or you can buy all the videos. It's like 12 videos and workbooks, journals, and you get the conference replays for only $99. And right now, until the 1st, there's a coupon 25 off. So you're basically getting some videos that were previously $199, $299 for like $9 each. Hey, Queenie, how you doing? She used to call me King Solomon. I ain't seen you in a minute. And I'm still talking money.
Yes.
It don't change. Because once you realize, and let me tell y'all something, marketing tips are the least of your worries.
Mm-hmm.
When you coach with me, I'm going to keep you in a marketing plan. Marketing plans are not your problem. Your problem is execution.
Ooh,
your problem is showing up consistently. Your problem is having mind control over mind control. Your problem is that you don't believe. Your problem is that your faith is malfunctioning. Your problem is that you don't feel you're worthy. Those are your problems. Strategy is everywhere.
Yeah.
And then he's already given us dominion. So the success is guaranteed. But do you believe that? Do you believe it enough to keep going even when it looks like failure? Y'all don't get it?
Yes. Yes.
Even when it looks bad, do you have enough in you to keep going? Even when it looks dark, do you have enough to pursue the light? Even when you think it all fell apart, like Lil Wayne said, let it all work out. It's gonna work out.
Yes, it will.
He said all things. Somebody type that in because I don't think you guys understand. He said all things are working for the good of those who love the Lord. He didn't say all things are working for the people that don't cuss. I'm just talking to the saints this morning, y'all. Let me talk to the saints this morning, y'all.
To the church.
Because the saints say if you wasn't in church on Sunday, you're not going to get blessed. But let me tell you what I read. I read that a sinner with belief will harvest more than a saint of little faith. He didn't say, oh, you got to be holier than thou. All he said is, you gotta love me.
Yes.
You gotta love me. Do you love the Lord? Heart. All things are working for the good.
Yeah.
Of those who love and trust. Do you trust him?
Ooh.
Do you trust him enough to ask people to support your business? Do you trust him enough to be out here every day, regardless as to what humans say? Do you love him enough to understand that the purpose he gave you is not for you?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We were talking at conference about choices. And as I looked around a room full of women, and I looked on live stream with a room full of people, I always ask myself, what would have happened had I not made the right choice? Where would everybody else be? One of the movies that me and my mama's favorite Christmas movie, I ain't watched it this year. I think I'm gonna get with Mr. Troy and watch it, because it's time for me to stop holding on to stuff. But it's called It's a Wonderful Life. And when everything was going bad, the man thought for sure, my life ain't worth nothing.
Wow.
I'm not worthy. And when that old Clarence got to showing him, remember Clarence was the angel. He was a angel in training. He didn't have his wings yet. But when that angel got to showing him what his life, what the people around him's life would look like, had he not showed up.
Yeah.
Had he not been there to save his brother from freezing in the ice, his brother wouldn't have been there to save the 300 men on that battleship. 300 people.
Wow.
Would have died. Because you can't save your brother. You can't save him. The man at the pharmacy who had got the news his son had died at the ward, put the poison in the girl medicine. Come on now. And then because he wasn't there, look at all what happened to the town. Whole town got took over. Name of the town was Pottersville. Because he wasn't there to stop old man Potter. So you think your life is not about anything. Your life is about who are you called to serve. The money is an end result of service. You don't do it for the money, but the more people you serve, the more you should be paid. Come on now.
That's the truth.
If you look at everything that's wrong with the world right now, we all have a part to play in it. Quit complaining about it.
Yeah.
Chiquita, why is these women in these homeless shelters? You miss real estate. Jamie, why all these women running around depressed? Because they don't know how to express their thoughts onto paper so they can leave it in the past.
Yeah.
Berlin, all these women running around scared to do what God called them to do. When you look at the world, you need to blame yourself. Because what none of us created to go to a job. We were created to work in the kingdom.
Woo. That one brought me to tears though, Coach.
Yes. Look at the world. Look at the world. Vicky, all them teachers, they for you, waiting on you. Them teachers hate their job, want a way out, need somebody to show them. And when the teachers finally start a mass exodus out of the school system, it's going to change the way they treat them teachers. It's going to change the way they pay them teachers. It's going to change the respect level of them teachers. It's going to make them go out and get these parents involved in their children's education when they find themselves left with all of these children and nobody to teach them.
My Lord.
They're going to finally have respect for teachers. Sometimes you can show up for somebody too much.
Yeah.
And they take you for what's called granted.
Yeah.
People get jaded, make assumptions about the fact that you can't do nothing. It's way more teachers can do than teach them bad, foul mouth, nappy head, and I don't care what race. So when ones get honey and glue in their hair, they have nappy too. They be having gum and stuff gotta get cut. Has them too. People got more to do.
Yeah.
Just sit there and treat your children.
Yes.
We created to work in the kingdom. And so if you wonder why the kingdom's so messed up, it's because we ain't doing our job.
Come on, coach. Come on now.
It's because we not doing our jobs. We're so afraid of what Jethro and Ray Ray and Pook and Laterra and all of them gonna say, who cares?
Yes.
This how you gotta look at it when you get scared. Especially if you're scared about what somebody gonna say about you. You gotta worry, do you care most about what they say about you or what's in that book of life about you?
Yeah.
Some of y'all ain't gonna be able to get past Peter with your foolishness. Some of you worry about the wrong thing. I started to start an early morning broadcast called Business Church for the new year. Man, the school system didn't run you out of them bad children, them argumentative parents. Let me tell you something. If my teachers called me and said my children were being a disruption, sometimes I would meet them at the bus stop, beat them all the way home, and dare anybody. You looking? Because if you looking, you can come get them. And they eat a lot. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, I used to show up in the classroom. They knew all the teachers.
I've done that.
All the teachers knew me.
Baby, let me tell you something. Say Hope act a fool in his class one time. Baby, I showed up in there looking a fucking mess. This one I had hair, baby. I had 1,000 rollers in my hair. Some of them black, some of them pink. You know how some people can roll their hair is actually pretty?
Right. No.
Mine looked like I had took a roller and just put my hair around it. Hair sticking all out the rollers. Some big ones, some little ones, some small, some out, some in. Some had hair rollers from the car all the way to a classroom. They just falling out. I have the ugliest robe I can find, this lime green robe. I don't know what made my ex buy me that ugly. But girl, I hated that robe, but I wore that robe that day. And I took some shoes I had a long time ago. And I cut the backside of them, girl.
Wow.
And was walking in them shoes. And she spent the whole day convincing people, my mom really doesn't dress like that. My mom really, but mom, they were laughing at you. Now, fool, they was laughing at you.
Right.
I know what my wardrobe really looked like. So no, they were laughing at you. Baby, I fell up in that class, sat in the back of that room.
Yeah.
And every time I was like that woman on, I can't remember the name of that show, but every time the teacher called ask a question, I say, Hope. She had to answer the question. Then when I got through, I made her get up in front of the class and apologize for being, don't play with me.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't play with me. So, it's about playing big in this season. A lot of times what we think is just too small.
Yeah.
And if it's too small, it ain't gonna serve the kingdom because we serve a really, really, really big God. Some people, parents say it's the teacher. That is denial. One thing I've always been honest about is my children.
Mm-hmm.
I know who bad and I know who ain't.
Right.
I remember one time this teacher said that Faith didn't turn in one of her standardized tests. And Faith said, yes, I did. And the teacher was like, no, she didn't. She ain't turned in. Faith said, when I turned it in, she didn't put it with the others. She put it in that basket on the corner of her desk. So I went into the school and said, Faith said that when she turned in, you put it in that girl. Why that woman looked in that basket, that test was in there. Now, had that been Hope, had that been Hope,
Faith, boy, I tell you,
I would have been like, ma'am, she say it's in the basket, but I don't know, you all know.
Can you just look in the basket, ma'am?
No, I wouldn't even ask her to look in the basket because I know Hope is probably telling Hope didn't bring her report card home one time. She said, they told me they had put the wrong grades on, they had to correct it. See, here's a note where they called me to the office. I called at school. When then she said truth.
Wow.
You know your children.
Yeah, you do.
Doesn't make you love them anymore, any less. But you know your children.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, that's denial. Right?
Yeah.
I know which one's gonna call. Well, same thing with Tyler. Tyler stabbed a little boy with a fork one time, didn't even get put out of school. You know why?
Why?
They said he don't never bother no.
Oh.
So when they started uncovering, come find out, the little boy had reached on his plate at lunchtime. And Tyler said, hell no, I won't go. You gotta know your children. But these parents nowadays, they let their children run amok.
Yeah.
You ain't that damn busy.
Mm-mm.
Exactly, Platinum God. I know who's gonna cut up and who ain't. I'm not surprised when the school called me and tell me Hope done TP'd the bathroom. Then told Faith on the way home she TP'd the bathroom.
What in the
And
world?
then told me to ask Faith. She's like, I didn't do it, Mom. Ask Faith. So I said, Faith, did Hope do it? She said, that's the proof right there. And then she gonna get in there washing dishes with Faith talking about, I don't know why you wouldn't tell her. Faith was like, girl, did you forget you told me you did it? You lied so fast, you done forgot who you even lied to. You know your children.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's so much wrong with the world that if we don't step up and take a part in cleaning it up, we can't keep complaining about it. Trump is not the only problem.
Mm.
That's why you never hear me say anything about it. You want to sit up and talk about him, but at least he ran for office. Did you? Did you even go out there and vote?
Right.
Did you register anybody to vote? Did you share your political views? Did you host a debate with local candidates? Did you do anything? Anything at all other than wait until he was in office and complain like hell?
Right.
And to be honest, Coach got a little money, but I ain't rich enough for that shit they arguing about over there anyway. So if you really look at things in the scale of things, there's billionaires over there fighting. Let them fight, and while they're distracted, get your money. Let them do what they gonna do over there. Them damn tax laws he passed in there don't have shit to do with us. And the fact that he didn't pay them government workers for damn near 2 months was just a wake-up call.
Right.
It was just a get out moment. You absolutely right. And not only did he give us dominion, he never rescinded it.
Never.
So you got to remember who got the power. It ain't about who's in the Oval Office.
Come on, Coach.
It's about who's in the office upstairs. That's who's really in charge.
Don't get it.
And then you got to ask yourself, if all things are working for the good of those who love the Lord, and him being in the office working for us too. Because see, we had got comfortable post Obama, we threw everything on his back.
Man.
So new year, new decade, guys, what do you need to be successful? We're going to be here in the background putting it together. We're going to be looking for strategic partnerships. Berlin, what do you need?
Well, you know, Coach, daily, you give us the knowledge. Weekly, you give us the tools, right? And I finally come to the realization that I can't be a team of me. And I think that's the hardest part. I need collaborations. I need to work with others to help me to push, because I have all of this stuff that I've written and courses and classes and working on the second book. It's just so much and it becomes overwhelming. But I had to realize that I can't just be a team of me. So I need a team. And I have the strategy that's in my toolbox that we open up every week with you.
Yeah.
I have the passion. I have the drive. I just won't let it go because I don't know. I don't want to become overwhelmed, but I'm realizing that holding on to it is what's causing me
absolutely
to become overwhelmed.
Do
so
you know,
I need a team because I can't do it all.
For everybody on here, Berlin, I beg that a massive part, especially women, of their what's going to be clinically diagnosed as depression is actually a lack of expression. Meaning you don't have an outlet to express your greatness. You don't have a vehicle to put your ideas out there. So because you lack expressing yourself, because you won't put your feet in the stirrups and push your greatness out and push your dreams out, that shit is eating you alive from the inside out because you're living an existence that's not yours. You're going to a job every day you can't stand, living in a house that's falling a damn apart, driving a car that you pray every time you turn over the ignition. And you may think that those are material things, but from that Maslow's whole chart on things you need to live, a roof over your head is mandatory. And if you live in a major city, a car is too.
Yeah.
And so you're not depressed. You just don't know how to express your greatness. And so there's this tug of war inside of you. Almost, and you can almost see it. It's almost palpable. You can feel it, you can taste it, you can hear it, you can smell it. It's that quintessential good versus bad. It's them two angels that sit on your shoulder, and one is telling you to go, and one is talking shit, telling you you're gonna jack it up, and people are gonna laugh at you, and one of them's telling you, you know, people need you and they're waiting on you. But which one do we always listen to?
The fool.
We always listen to the asshole. Why is that?
The food. Yeah.
Why are we so quick to listen to the negative entity than we are the positive entity that says, girl, keep going. You can do it. You deserve it. God created you for this. Why would we even sit down and entertain a negative spirit? I don't. I stopped. You don't have something good to say. I don't care if it's my voice, if the voice of my neighbors or whoever, I just don't entertain it.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to learn how to recondition your mindset to not entertain the foolishness. All right, Keita, what you need going into the new year?
You know, Coach, we always talked about that. I need a team. I need my business manager, my graphics, my admin. My business needs to be moving when I don't have my hands on it.
Absolutely.
Continuously moving. And that's building a team.
One thing I tell my clients is we not creating mom and pops over here. Mom and pops die off when mom and pops die. This is the decade of legacy. This is the decade of generational wealth. This is the decade of forward motion. This is the decade where you're gonna be able to see visually where you were when the decade started versus where you are now. This is the measure and the moment we've been waiting for. Don't wait until 2021. This is the year. This is the year of automation. This is the year of teams. This is the year of big ideas. This is the year of big partnerships. And I told you, when we come back tomorrow, I'm going to have a page set up for you to sign up to hear more about strategic partnerships in 2020. And I'm finna hit the go button. And I don't want nobody to say, I shoulda, woulda, coulda got involved, because you can. You just got to bring something to the table. It's like a potluck. Maybe that's what we call it, a prophet's potluck. Everybody got to bring something to the table. But let me tell you something else about automation. You can't automate shit you ain't never did. Did y'all hear that?
Uh-oh.
You can't just jump out there and automate a webinar if you've never done a webinar. You can't just jump out there and build a digital store if you've never created products and services. The entire premise of automation is hosted on the fact that you first had to mate it before it becomes auto. You understand what I'm saying? Auto means automatically. So if you didn't already magically, you can't auto. Did everybody catch that?
Yeah.
You can't automate things you've never done. You can't build a system. Here's another thing you got to know, guys. You can't build a system on something that's not proven. You cannot build a system on things that are not proven. Has the workshop sold in the past? Has the class sold in the past? Has the coaching program sold in the past? You're trying to do that is an automatic bust, because no idea works perfectly the first time. Alexander Graham Bell, it took him 1,000 tries to get the phone right. So what if he'd have went out there and automated the bad telephone? Girl, not only would he have got sued, would nobody be on the phones nowadays. We still be talking with smoke signals, Morse codes, and Western Unions. I'm just being honest. So yeah, you got to create the stuff first before you actually do it. But we're going to get out of here, guys, because we got a ton of meetings today, trying to get ready. Be on the lookout for the strategic Profits Potluck that we're gonna be inviting you to this week, y'all. I'm not playing with the new year. Some people who are quote unquote off right now are gonna miss out on this opportunity. Don't let it be you. You better have your ear to the ground like that about this money. Hello? Somebody said something about that money. I'm being honest, don't miss the opportunity. So Coach loves you guys. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys later.